Hey guys, welcome to our bedroom. It's a new filming spot for me. I'm hanging out in here because out there is kind of a mess and the pets are out there and I thought it'd be just more fun to film in here for once. Yeah, this is my cozy little bedroom. You can't see the mess behind you. Don't let it fool you. I am not any cleaner than anyone else. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Also, happy Cy-Hawk game day. Biggest day of the year here in Iowa. Iowa State is playing Iowa. Go Hawkeyes, obviously. I will be going to my grandmother's house to watch the game, and my sister, who is an Iowa State undergrad student, will be there. So it's gonna be a little bit of an interfamilial rivalry today. We know that the right team will come out on top, and that's obviously the Hawkeyes. So anyway, to today's video, I'm going to do a video on healthy living and weight loss. I know this is a little bit of a controversial topic, so I'd say that if this is something that makes you feel uncomfortable, or if you suffer from disordered eating, I'd recommend to go find another video. I just did a really interesting video on a Target fall decor haul, and that was super fun, super cozy, so that's a great one to watch. I'll link it up in the eye. And anyway, I basically am here because I have gained some weight. Like everyone else, every so often I put on 10 or 15 pounds and then I look at myself and I'm like, oh shoot, I either gotta nip this in the bud right now or I gotta, continue on this path, which is probably not a really good path, because think about it. If I gain 10 or 15 pounds every year, over the next 10 years, that's 100 pounds plus. So whenever this happens, I always, kind of give myself a wake-up call, and I decide that I need to go and kind of count my calories a little more, work out a little bit more, and get myself back in my normal weight range. So what precipitated all of this? Well, I knew that I wasn't being the healthiest person ever this summer because I worked a pretty sedentary job. I was not that active, or as active as I would have liked to be. And sorry if you can hear it, the cat is kind of scratching at the door right now, so he'll get over it. But yeah, it was a little bit of a sedentary summer, and then I got back and I didn't really watch my eating habits, and I am the kind of person, like, I've never been the girl who just can have a salad and be full. Like, I will eat everything on my plate. I have such a big appetite that I honestly can't control myself unless I'm really restrictive. I wasn't the greatest vegan. I ate some vegetarian friendly foods. I've been eating some dairy and some egg and stuff. So I need to kind of change my diet, change my lifestyle to make sure that I don't let myself get any worse and just end up really unhealthy. I kind of had a wake-up call yesterday at the doctor's office. I had my annual physical and I went in and it said I weighed 148 pounds. Now that's really high for me. Usually my kind of normal weight where I eat when I'm not eating excessively or working out too much is between 130 and 135 pounds. That's kind of always been my sweet spot. I tend to if I'm losing weight, I totally plateau right there. And I think I look fine at that weight. I'm usually pretty healthy. So that's where I'd like to be. 148, I think, was a little bit on the high side. I know everyone says this, they say ways to justify their weight isn't as high. But I did weigh myself a few days earlier and I was at 143.8. And when I went to the doctor's office, I was wearing all my clothes, including a pair of boots. So I think splitting the difference, going for 145-ish, is probably pretty accurate to where I'm at now. And I'll insert some pictures right now so you can see what my body looks like. I think I'm a pretty stocky person, so I don't tend to, I feel like a lot of women who are 5'4" like I am carry 145 pounds differently than I do. Some women might look like they're fatter, some women might look skinnier. I've always been a really stocky person, so I've never been particularly lithe or skinny, but I've also never been particularly overweight. I've always had a relatively well-defined stomach, even at the weight I am at now. But I can tell that I have gotten a little chubbier in my face, chubbier in the arms, around my thighs, things like that, and I just don't feel physically as comfortable and as energized as I do when I'm at a lower weight. So what I'm going to be doing is counting my calories and going through that journey with you, and I'll be giving you updates every week is my plan. And I don't know if I'm gonna do it in a separate video like this. It certainly won't be as long as this one, or just maybe as like an add-on to the end of another video. I'll probably do the former just because I know that like weight loss content isn't everybody's cup of tea, so it's probably better if I do its own separate video. And I will let you know, I'll weigh myself every week so you can see what the progress is like, and hopefully this shouldn't take longer than 2 to 3 months or so, where I'll be at kind of my goal weight between 130 and 135. Now, I'm not also someone who like pays that much attention to the number on the scale. Your weight fluctuates every single day with your water intake, with your water retention. If you're really dehydrated, you're obviously gonna weigh less. To me, as long as I feel good and I look good in the mirror, that's the only thing that I care about. And I will be showing progress pictures every week to you guys. My plan for this is just doing calories in, calories out, and I'm also gonna make sure that I stick completely to a vegan diet. That's more of an ethical thing for me. You obviously don't need to be a vegan if you want to limit your calorie intake. But I will say, if you are looking to lose weight, obviously it's something to do with your health. It's always good to talk to a doctor first. My personal experience and honestly, the way I understand physics to work, you can't beat calories in, calories out. If you are consuming less than you burn in a day in terms of your energy expenditure, you are going to have to take those calories from somewhere, and it's going to be the calories you store in your body and your body fat. Like, there's no two ways around that. And I get that not everyone, for different medical reasons, you might have a medical issue that might prevent you from losing weight or losing weight easily. But for the average person, I just use calories in, calories out. That being said, there are easier and more difficult ways to do it. If you're doing calories in, calories out, but you're eating like awful food that's like super not filling, like if you have 1,200 calories of donuts every day, you're still gonna lose weight, but you're gonna like be super hungry all the time. Whereas if you're having 1,200 calories of lentils and legumes and really filling vegetables and things like that, you're not gonna be as hungry. My daily calorie limit is about 1,400 calories every single day. I use that on MyFitnessPal. It's my favorite app to use for weight loss. It's pretty easy. Just enter your height and weight and your lifestyle. So if you're sedentary, if you're lightly active, whatever. And then it'll give you sort of a a daily calorie goal. And I am at 1,400 calories. I kind of find that 1,400 is the best limit for me, just because 1,200, I get so hungry at 1,200 calories. I feel like I go through that so quickly. That 1,400, I'm still eating below my my daily homeostasis or whatever. My TDEE, I think, is the acronym. I don't really know what it stands for, but basically I'm burning more than I take in at 14. And then if I work out, like if I burn extra calories taking the dog for a run, or I don't know, doing a workout, I can add those back in. And so let's say I burn 200 calories going for a run, I would eat 1,600 calories that day because I'm still at a net 1,400 intake. And so that is how I plan on doing it. I will, I guess, show you every week. Maybe I can like show you MyFitnessPal and show you that I am like sticking to that every week. But that is my plan. Some other things about what I do when I diet. I don't really like that word because it just sounds so like, oh, you're on a diet. Like, I'm just limiting my caloric intake. I'm not really changing any way that I eat. Some of the ways that I find it easier to kind of deal with dieting is I'm not too hard on myself. For example, last Saturday, Akash and I went to a wedding. I've been like sort of tracking my calories over the past week. I got kind of like lazy about it because I knew I was gonna do this video. But anyway, last Saturday, I didn't track my calories at a wedding. Like, first of all, it's super hard because you have no idea how they made the food. You have no way of knowing what the ingredients are or anything like that. So it's really hard to track your calories anyway. And then it's like, why deny yourself like the pleasure of embracing life's moments like this, where it's like a joyful occasion? You might as well just indulge a little bit. Weight loss is a marathon, not a sprint. One night of enjoying myself and having that extra dessert isn't going to completely derail me. It will if you let it get in your head that, oh my goodness, I had an extra piece of brownie at dessert, my diet is over, and then you just like binge or something like that. That's the problem. Eating an extra 500 calories in a day is a blip on the radar in terms of 2 or 3 months of sustained caloric deprivation. Like, it's not a big deal. But if you let yourself psychologically latch onto that and think, oh my goodness, like I just completely ruined everything, I might as well give up now. That's the problem. Like that's when you're going to start having problems. That's when you're gonna fail at a diet, and that's when you're going to stop losing weight. And also, just before this video ends, I just want to say, I'm not saying that anybody's body is inherently like worth more or worth less than anyone. If you want to sit down and lay on your butt all day and eat Twinkies or whatever, and you want to weigh 600 pounds, I don't care. You can do whatever you want to your own body. That doesn't mean that you're any less of a person, any worse of a person. I just want to be healthy. I want to treat the body, the only body that I have, as best as I can, because I want to live a long and happy and strong life. And yeah, so I'm going to be trying to lose weight. Also, keep in mind, weight loss is 90% in the kitchen, 10% in the gym. So you can totally lose weight without having to go to the gym anymore. I always recommend working out is so healthy. It's great for you. You should always, you know, have some exercise in your life. But if you're purely looking to like lose weight, you can totally do it in the kitchen. Don't think that you have to start some sort of like crazy workout regimen and be working out 3 hours a day in addition to like a calorie deprivation, because you're totally gonna get burned out. You're gonna hate it, and you're probably gonna fail after like a day. So just remember, keep it simple, stupid. That's always the like best life advice. And you know, try to enjoy your life and just try to make sure that you're not eating too much. That's all you can really ask for. So I can't wait to start this journey with you guys. If you're on a similar journey, let me know. I can't wait to hear about your progress. We can all support each other here. That would be awesome. And I hope you like this video. Tune in next week. I'll give you an update. We'll do another progress pic. You probably won't be able to see much of a difference, but hopefully there'll be a few less pounds on me and I'll be able to talk about a great week. So take care. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye.